We've been sharing more and more news stories about vaping concerns, health risks, illnesses, even deaths directly linked to using the devices. And where does it all start? Well, the numbers overwhelmingly show high school teens are among those vaping the most. Our Evan Hinckley headed to a high school to see how common it is and what can be done to stop what many are calling an epidemic.
This is just a sampling.
State College High's school resource officer John Aston has boxes and boxes of vape pens they've confiscated over the past years. He's even had to throw some out to make room for new flavors and varieties. The purpose of Officer Aston's collection? Keeping track of all the different shapes and sizes so we can show parents, teachers, and students what they look like.
A lot of people have never seen a vape or know what a vape looked like.
He says some have even confused these small electronic devices for flash drives.
You can plug them into the side of your computer with a USB port. So I think you need to become aware of a lot of the different devices are out there so you know what you're looking for.
And right now, Officer Aston says there's a lot parents and teachers need to look for.
We're just seeing an influx right now of vaping within the school. So last year we were close to about 50 for the school year, and already this year we're in double digits.
He's already confiscated half of last year's total just 2 months into the school year. But Officer Aston says there are far more vape pens roaming the halls that he'll never see.
They are super easy to conceal. Students know that. There's a lot of different places they can hide them.
Like in students' underwear or bras, places that can't be searched. Officer Aston was tipped off to the vapes when kids started going to the nurse, feeling lightheaded and dizzy. They weren't sure why, but then eventually they admitted to trying a vape pen for the first time.
A lot of these vapes have such a high concentration of nicotine, and if this is the first or second time a juvenile is using a vape, you can have a lot of different signs similar to an intoxication.
Parents are informed after their kid is caught, and Officer Aston says it's often the first time they hear of their child vaping.
And if parents think a child is vaping or maybe has tried it once or twice, it's not maybe dealt with the same gravitas that something like smoking or alcohol or drug use might be, because it's just not seen as sort of the same or as harmful.
State High Junior Isabel Snyder says punishment for vaping is not doing much.
It's kind of a laughing matter to students, like that vaping doesn't ever seem that serious.
The issue in schools used to be smoking, but now students and staff say vaping is taking over.
I haven't seen smoking in the school in the last 2 years.
So why has vaping persisted?
Students are not seeing the real connection between vaping and then the sort of eventual addiction and then tobacco and substance abuse that can result.
Officer Aston believes some vaping companies even target minors.
They have things that look like Mott's apple juice. They have things that look like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Which is causing the addictive smoking alternative to now filter down to middle school, with 6th graders being caught with vapes. Aston feels the fruit flavors play a big role drawing in this younger age group. At State High, Snyder is part of student government, one of many organizations looking to spread the word on the dangers of vaping by showing students what it can do. It's also become a part of the school's PE and health curriculum.
The teachers are teaching it. I'm going in during health classes as well as a guest speaker.
And State High isn't alone in looking to combat vaping. Just Wednesday, a school outside of Philadelphia announced a lawsuit against a vaping company after 2 students were found unconscious in the bathroom after vaping black market THC. A whole other concern.
Some of the vapes that we have seized look like a vape, but they actually are a dab pen that contains THC.
Officer Aston believes most of the black market dab pens are bleeding into the high school from nearby PSU students. Still, there is a sense that something like this can be prevented.
I am optimistic, but I think this is something that needs to be taken on all fronts.
Not just in the school, but at home.
We have to get the community and parents involved in this battle to acknowledge the fact that there is dangers with vaping.
Officer Aston says the numbers don't lie. This month, the first confirmed death caused by vaping was reported in Pennsylvania, with close to 100 more cases of illness being investigated, proving PA could be a bigger contributor to deaths caused by vaping.
And that was WTHA's Evan Hinckley. Last week, popular vape company Juul suspended sales of fruity flavors ahead of a White House policy that looks to remove all flavored vapes from the market.